What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Friday, June 9th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at the graphic really quick. We have the 100 likes challenge for you guys. I'm not going to get into it much, but every 100 likes you guys get on each video, we'll put in $10 for the week. That money will be given away on Friday nights at 8 p.m. usually, but I do have an announcement. The 8 p.m. this Friday will be changed to the half of the Game 4 finals because we forgot that the Game 4 finals was on Friday night. So we're going to do it at halftime so more people can watch. So be on the lookout for that. We will have a $50 giveaway on that, so be on the lookout for that, guys. But Trey, let's get into our picks from yesterday. Start us off.
I mean, who doesn't want to win $50 at halftime? I mean, you could just parlay that into another bet, and easy money. But my game pick yesterday, I went 0 for 1. I hate my life. I was watching this game at work. I gave out their Colorado Rockies plus 1.5 in the full game run line versus the Giants. And I feel like maybe some people thought I was having a mental breakdown. I'm not quite for sure. But the bet was all but cashed heading into the top of the ninth inning. We only needed the Rockies to not lose by 2 runs. And they were ahead going into the ninth inning by a score of 4-3. And then the Rockies brought in their closer, and I should have known what was happening from that moment. They're tanking. They're not trying to win. They proceeded to allow 3 runs in the ninth. That's the only thing that could have hurt us. If they scored 2 runs, we still would have cashed. And the Rockies, they ended up losing by 2. Did not cash a plus 1.5 in the full game run line. That was a kick in the balls, and I hate my life.
Yeah, speaking of kicking the balls, I had the under 8.5 runs in the New York Mets against the Atlanta Braves game. We had Justin Verlander against Spencer Strider, 2 really good pitching options. The Mets scored 5 in the first 2 innings. The Braves scored 3 in the first 2 innings. Both pitchers horrible, probably their worst starts of their careers, if I'm going to be honest. I think they both ended up giving up 6 runs. So bad pick there. I'm going to be better today. Trey, let's look at our picks for today. Start us off.
Yes, and if you know anything about me and you watch our channel and you looked at the game slate, you knew where I was going. I'm attacking this Miami Marlins at the Chicago White Sox game. This game has me very hyped up because over the last month or so, I've become a very small Marlins fan, and only because of Eury Perez. And ever since he was called up to the majors, the Marlins have been winning games too. I don't know if it's because of Eury, but the timing just seems right because he's brought a lot of swag to this team. The Marlins, they have the 4th best record in the National League with a 35-28 record, but they are 14-15 on the road. And they're going up against the pitiful White Sox in this game, the 2nd worst record in the American League with a 27-35 record, 16-15 at home. And Perez has only pitched in 5 games this season, and he's turned that to a 3-1 record with a 2.25 ERA. And he dominated the Angels in his last start, pitching 5 scoreless innings and only allowing 2 hits. So he's coming into this game with a ton of confidence. And the White Sox, yes, they are throwing out their ace here in Dylan Cease. And he's pitched in 13 games already this season, but only done 5 quality starts. He has a 3-3 record with a 4.63 ERA. And these two teams are very similar, though, when it comes to scoring runs. The White Sox only averaged 0.24 more runs per game than the Marlins. So I'm going to be taking the hotter team here with the Miami Marlins on the money line at plus 120. The Marlins have won 6 straight games. Might as well make it 7. I'll take them on the money line and hope that hot streak continues here with Eury Perez.
Yeah, Trey, the White Sox are hot dog shit, so good pick there. For my play today, I'm going to stick to a side instead of a total. I'm going to be looking at the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. I'm going to take the Nationals on the money line, plus 170 in this game, looking for a little bit of spice to get me into the weekend. And you guys know that this Washington Nationals team is all spice. They are a mixture of all kinds of different flavors. And one of my favorite flavors is victory. And that's what we're going to get in this game. They will have Josiah Gray on the mound, who has been flawless since late April. In his last 10 starts, he's only allowed more than 2 runs in 2 of those 10 games. He allowed 3 runs against the Diamondbacks back on May 5th. And then in his last start against the Philadelphia Phillies, he allowed 4 runs. But other than that, he has only allowed 2 or less runs in the other 8 games. He has been consistent this season at not allowing too many runs, but the one thing he does need to work on is his command. He's allowed 33 walks this year, and if he brings that number down by half, he could be one of the best pitchers in the MLB. It's never good to allow free runners, but he does have a 3.09 ERA this year, despite his troubles with command. You guys know as well as I do that the Washington Nationals are bringing in one of the best hitting teams in the MLB. They will get the matchup against A.J. Smith-Shawyer, who will be making his 2nd start in the MLB in his career. He's coming back up from the minors for this game after he mowed through the competition in the minors this season in the minor leagues. This is impressive. 2-1 record with a 1.09 ERA over 33 innings of work. He has been very solid, but you guys know I got to see it first. I want to see how he performs against this Washington Nationals team. I think we are getting some great value with Washington in this game, especially since we don't know exactly how AJ is going to respond to them coming up from the minors. It is very possible he's comfortable against them, but even if he is comfortable, Washington this season, not an easy out. Give me the Nationals on the money line plus 170 as my play. Trey, let's take a look at our player props from last night. Start us off.
Yes, I went 1-1 yesterday. I gave out Freddie Freeman, and I'll change it over 9 fantasy score versus the Reds, and Bailey Ober under 2.5 earned runs versus the Rays. Freeman, he had himself a great day. He finished with 16 fantasy points in this game, so that was absolutely awesome. He went 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 RBIs, and 1 run scored. So that was great. But Bailey Ober, he did not cash the under for us, though. And it just came off of one swing of the bat. He did pitch great, and he did give up a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. So I almost cried when that happened. But besides that home run, he pitched a great game. He pitched 5 1/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, striking out 7 batters. So if he didn't allow that one homer, we would have easily cashed the under there. So I felt like we were on the right side there. Just got unlucky. And I went 1-1 yesterday, looking to go 2-0 today.
Yeah, I went 1-1 as well. Trey had Kyle Bradish early afternoon against the Milwaukee Brewers, under 2.5 earned runs. I don't like afternoon baseball because I can't watch the game, but I would love to say some bad things about Bradish. But it looks like after the first inning, he really settled in. In the first inning, he allowed 3 earned runs. I was very upset, but he did strike out 10 batters on the day, and I believe he even got through 5 or 6 innings. So, yes, unfortunate that I lost the money on it, but he did settle in, so maybe we'll give him another shot next week. And then my other play was Jose Ramirez going up against Matt Dermody and the Boston Red Sox. I talked about it yesterday, hoping he would cash in the first inning, and he did hit a home run, and then he hit another home run against him in the third inning, and then he hit another home run a little bit later. A 3-home run night so far for Jose Ramirez, 3 for 3, so good pick there. 1-1, 2-2 as a team. We're going 4-0 today. Trey, start us off.
Yes, I'm going to be starting it off with the best player in the MLB. I'm going with Mike Trout over 7.5 fantasy score versus the Mariners. This is going to be a very fun test for Trout in this game because he's going up against Luis Castillo and the Mariners. Castillo, he's been his normal elite self this season with a 4-3 record, but with a 2.55 ERA. But 2 of those 3 losses have come on the road, and he has an 0-2 record with a 3.91 ERA in his 4 road starts. So he is a lot more shaky on the road than whenever he has the confidence at pitching at home. In Trout, he's faced Castillo in 2 games in his career, turned that to a 400 batting average with a home run against them. In Trout, he enjoyed a nice series against the Cubs, and I think he's going to keep this momentum going against Seattle in this series. So give me Mike Trout to go over 7.5 fantasy score against the Mariners and quite possibly let one loose against Luis Castillo.
I love that, Trey. Format batting prop tonight. I'm going with Lane Thomas for the Washington Nationals, over 1.5 bases. We already know his matchup, and he is the leadoff man for the Washington Nationals. I'm banking on AJ taking some time to get settled into this game, so I'm going to take Lane here to get us some early hits. I've talked about it a lot, but I really think that Lane Thomas is the second best leadoff hitter in the MLB right now, behind obviously Ronald Acuna Jr. I said what I said. If you don't agree, roast me in the comments. I don't care. He is hitting 281 on the season and has picked up at least 1 hit in 19 of his last 21 games. He is very good at getting multi-hit games, just like Marcus Semien is for the Texas Rangers and Luis Reyes for the Marlins. So take Lane Thomas in this game to get the Washington Nationals on the board early, over 1.5 bases as my first play. Trey?
Yes, and I gave out the best hitter. I'm giving out the best pitcher. I'm going with Gerrit Cole over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Red Sox. The best rivalry is back, guys, and we're going to see Gerrit Cole going up against the Red Sox trying to mow down the opposition in this game. And Cole, he's pitched in 13 games already this seaseason, turned that to a 7-0 record with a 2.82 ERA. And he has hit the over 6.5 strikeouts in 6 out of those 13 games. Cole averages 6.5 strikeouts per game, so right at this number. But with him going up against the Red Sox in this huge rivalry game, he's going to have some extra juice. And I think he's going to get over that hump and get us to the 7 strikeouts. And Cole, he's faced the Red Sox 11 times since joining the Yankees, and he averages 7.5 strikeouts against them per game, above this number. But Boston, they do a great job of not striking out. They only strike out 7.98 times per game. But with Cole on the mound, there's always a slim chance, at least, that he can go a full 9 innings. And if he does that, we're going to easily cash the prop. And even if Cole pitches 6-7 innings in this game, I still have his chance to get to the 6.5 over strikeout number. He's been elite all season long, and there's nothing that's going to change that in this game. So give me Gerrit Cole to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Red Sox.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play as well. For my pitching prop tonight, I'm back. I'm going back to him. I can't stay away from him. It's going to be Austin Gomber, over 3.5 earned runs allowed against the San Diego Padres. This line is elevated because they are in Colorado, and it is the highest total on the board for tomorrow's slate of games. And I'm going with his over in this game because I usually like to play his under. That has been my go-to over the last month or so. Not today, though. I have to play his over because of the track record at home this season for him. At home, pitching in Colorado, he has a 8.64 ERA, allowing 44 hits and 32 earned runs on the season. On the road, he has a 4.63 ERA, allowing 24 hits and 12 earned runs on the year. He has pitched 7 games at home and 5 games on the road, so that is a huge difference in his performance over the road versus at home. I just bet on the Padres to have a bad day the other day, and they came out and had a 17-hit game up for their offense and their bats. I'm hoping that they can keep that going in this game against Austin Gomber. This is a little bit of a risky play, taking such a big over total runs for a pitcher against the second worst hitting team in the league, but I'm going to trust the stats and trends for Austin at home. So give me the over 3.5 earned runs in this game. All right, guys, that'll do it for MLB player props and game picks for Friday, June 9th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.